Cryptic and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is still keeping it different from video to video. Today I'm going to be talking about the haul I got while we were on our 3-week-long trip to Japan, Thailand, Singapore, etc. Originally the plan was to get a couple figures while in Japan to commemorate being there as a souvenir and always remember the good times, but as you can see from this quite large bag, it got a little bit out of hand, but we managed to get all of it back here to Sydney, which is awesome. I'm also going to go through pricing and availability differences during the March-April period between Japan and Thailand. Thailand can be cheaper, surprisingly, even though they originate in Japan, and sometimes, especially if you're doing Gachapon, you get bigger rewards for less money in Thailand as well in some cases, but I'll go through that. So without dragging this intro on anymore, let's get straight into what I got and where. So specifically, we went to Book Off in Dotonbori in Osaka. They do multiple levels with a whole bunch of stuff, but on level, I believe the first level as you get on is figures, comics, Blu-rays, DVDs, manga, and video games. And obviously I went straight for the figures. It's very One Piece heavy with the figures that I got. That's the main anime that I'm watching at the moment and consuming, and manga I'm reading, so yeah. First one is The Spirit of Sunny. I'll get this massive bag out of the way. I just put it to the side here. First one is The Spirit of Sunny. This is part of technically a two-piece set with Frankie, as you can see from the back. The big issue though is that Frankie was completely sold out. Frankie, Zoro, Sanji, Usopp, Jinbei, all sold out. They are nearly impossible to find. They seem to be, as soon as someone gets them, they keep them. They don't want to sell them, or if they have them in stock, they go immediately. So sort of get what I could get for now and complete the set later. So I don't know if I'll open all of them, but just to give you a sort of a good idea of what you do get and the quality of these, especially between Japan and Thailand. These ones are about 3,400 Japanese yen. So that pretty much, in Australian at the time while we were traveling, $1 Australian was buying 100 Japanese yen. So this was about 34 bucks. If you were to compare that, getting that here in Australia, we pay way more. A figure like this easily goes over $100 at any of the figure stores, figure locations. In the city or your local, they charge a fortune for it. I guess import fees and all that for the quantity that they buy is really high, so which is a bit annoying. I'm gonna try and open these neatly. The plan is to put them into the cabinet, which I do have. I'm just gonna open this safely with scissors because they do tape them up a lot. I guess to stop people from stealing them, which is understandable. Not that there seems to be a lot of theft, but I guess because it's a high foreigner area, anything's possible in those locations. There we go. Let's pop this guy out. So I haven't opened any of these. I've been patiently waiting till we had our tempered glass display cabinet ready because I didn't exactly have anywhere to put them. There we go. Seems like a pretty straightforward assembly. But yeah, I'll do an assembly of one I got here in Japan and one in Thailand and sort of give you the differences in prices. Because I was to assemble all these on camera, we'd be here for a while. It's the head. That's his tail. The big thing I did notice, the detail quality, depending on the brand, can vary greatly with these. The body, and then the base. Go this way, a bit easier. Boom, and the base. Alright, so if I pop these together without breaking anything, that'll be great. And the tail, I'm just gonna quickly preview this. So his tail should be pointing up. Let's put it up. Okay, it's like up and sideways like this. Cool, nice and safe. And then his feet go into the base. Massive base for a little guy, but you know, it is what it is. no problem with that. There we go, it's this way. Ooh, my bad. Tail wasn't in all the way. Let's fix that. There we go, nice satisfying click. There we go. That's in there. It's really sunny. Detail's really cool. No scratches, no smudges, none of that. Give you a close-up of it real quick. So yeah, really cool. So that's an example of one from Japan. I'll show you the rest of Japan haul, and then I will open up one from Thailand and then quickly preview the gacha. What you'll notice though quickly on the gacha, they're a lot smaller in Japan than they are anywhere else, and they're about 400 yen each. But yeah, we've got Chopper, so he's going to be roughly the same size, which is going to be awesome. Get a close up of the box for you. Thanking the wife here for the help. And then what else did we get? We also got a couple of things on the side here to look at what is what. Nope. 1, 2, 3. Here it is. Zoro. Gotten Zoro. So the only Zoro I could find in all of Japan. I couldn't even find Zoro in Thailand. So when there was one on display, it was literally either part of a collection, not for sale, or these are samples we have to send back to the suppliers as preview samples only. So when I saw this tucked away at the back at Book Off, I just grabbed it because I didn't know when I'd be able to get another Zoro. Yeah, I probably would have preferred one where he's doing one of his signature attacks, but I got what I could get, so gotta be happy with that. So yeah, that was Zoro. And then we got some smaller ones here, which are not too bad. They were about 800 yen, Japanese yen each. And these are the set, the full 5-piece set from Demon Slayer. 2, 3. Nezuko is sold out in all the large sizes as well. So Demon Slayer and One Piece are the biggest right now in popularity. They just sell out like crazy. So yeah, these are the 5. That's Demon Slayer. So that was Japan. So these are about 3,400 yen each for these. So that's about $34, and these were about $8 each, 800 yen each. So pricing wise, not too bad at all, not too bad. But you'll notice that Thailand's a bit cheaper. And by a bit, I mean a good amount cheaper. But it depends what you can get and where you are, right? So first one, actually one more from Japan, but it wasn't from Book Off. We found a family pharmacy, and they've got shelving at the front. You'll notice this a lot when you go to Osaka. A lot of them will just sell them as extra stuff because it brings in the tourists and the younger kids to buy something, and then they'll obviously buy the regular stuff while they're in there, right? Luffy. There was so many Gear 5 Luffys, right? But it was a particular brand that had a terrible, terrible painted face and body of Luffy. Was not good at all. You could find them everywhere, no one was buying them. I did not get one. I preferred this one because it is the clash with Kaido, when he sort of realized he can use his conquerors without touching. So I got that. That was 4,000, so $40. But this is significantly larger, etc., etc. So yeah, this one was hard to get. The good Gear 5, I guess, Luffy stuff is coming out, but again, I'm not in a rush. I do have a Gear 4 Luffy already, so eventually I'll get one, but I'm in no rush. Like I said, I wanted to get the other crew members and sort of make it a crew set and just have that and say, yep, call it a day. Now in Thailand, this is where the haul gets really interesting. So, first one, Nami. We've got Nami in the Wano outfits. A lot of them I managed to get while they're in Wano, so they're connecting theme, which is cool. That was Nami. And then Robin. Now these were 575 baht, so we're talking about $23-ish. up to 25 depending on the exchange rate. So for the size, they're equivalent to the Luffy size in figures, and they're cheaper. Not because they're a lesser set or anything. You got to understand that it's the wages you can earn in particular countries, the exchange rates, all that plays a factor. And cost of living in Thailand is lower than it is in Japan. So obviously luxury items like these would be cheaper, so they can ensure that they can sell them to locals and not just the foreigners who come in loaded up with cash who can get them. Another one, Sanji. Full-size Sanji. That was not easy to get. Sanji was sold out everywhere in Japan for me. So yeah, it was great getting Sanji. Usopp. Now this is from the film Red. There was the set with Yasopp, but I didn't want to get Yasopp just because it was more getting the whole crew together. It was a reasonable price, but if I did get it, I wouldn't be able to pack everything. So I pulled out the unit, which was more important, getting an Usopp at all, or getting the full set and potentially not being able to bring them back over with the luggage that we had. And Otama. Wife loves Otama. We had to get Otama. It was a choice between this one and another one. Really likes Otama. The newer one where it's at the end of Wano was like triple the price. This one was only 199 baht. And personally, I preferred the face art on this Tama more than the other one. It was him quite lazy and plain. This one's super cute, and it's the one part of the set where she comes with Luffy. So, not that Luffy's in the box, but it just made sense since we have a Luffy here and we can put that there, and it's sort of thematically correct based on the collection. So yeah, that was the figure haul. Give you guys context. Now, I'll open up one of the Thailand ones. Wife's pointing at Tama, so I'm gonna open that. It doesn't feel like I need to put it together, but maybe I do. Same thing, just gonna quickly get rid of the tape. And then I'll show you Gachapon after this. And always remember to cut away from the body, not towards, for safety. I will need to assemble, which is fine. So Tama there. And Tama comes in 3 pieces, which is pretty neat. What I will do real quick off camera, I'll slice all 3 segments so we can get all the pieces out in one go. First is the head, and immediately I can notice with this set the quality is way higher. The body, which I'll place down, it's got the pegs to go into the base, and then the base. Now it should be a similar or same set as the Sunny there, but yeah, I'll quickly put Otama together. Fit. Wow, quality is insane on this. Personally, really like it, and for the price, who am I to complain? And that's Otama. The detail is quite insane on that. So yeah, in some cases, Japan is great, but if you're in Thailand during the Pop Festival or the Toy Festival, I believe it starts in April, first week of April, and it runs for the whole month, and the pop marks pop up and all that sort of stuff. Go into those pop-up shops that are there, you'll get the best deals because they're there to sell. They're only there limited time, and they're not there to gouge. If you go to the dedicated boutiques, the anime shops, etc., you will get shafted because they'll charge double. I don't know if it's called Anime Mart or whatever. It's common to have in Japan, but there is one in Thailand. They will like almost double the price, or at least minimum 30% more than what they should be. So yeah, those are there. Last but not least, Gachapon. So what I'm going to show you are the Gachapons available in Thailand. I've taken them out of the ball for now because they were taking up too much space and we needed to pack them up. We even got some for Demon Slayer, Arale, Boa Hancock, and another one of her. Now they're quite large. They're quite decent. They're almost the size of the Tama figures and that, and in some cases bigger than the Sunny figure. These were 100 baht each. So at the time of exchange, they're about $4 and some change. So let's say $4, yeah? 4 Aussie dollars. Insane value. Now, I'm gonna take you to Gachapon in Japan. They're tiny. And they are anywhere between 300 to 500 Japanese yen. So up to $5. So $1 cheaper, and they're a lot smaller. They're just little balls like this. Sorry if these roll around. Some are One Piece, some are Pokemon, some are whatever. But yeah, depending what you want to get. If you're in Thailand, go for the Gachapon. They're not as readily available, but they are better value and larger. So get what you like at the end of the day. I got a bit of both and quite happy with the haul. Anyway guys, that's what I wanted to show you. Hopefully you found this enjoyable, entertaining. We're gonna unpack all these, set them up in the cabinet, and I'll probably do as part of the thumbnail so you can see the final look, or add a snapshot at the end of the video. If you enjoyed the video, thumbs up, a comment is greatly appreciated, share with your friends, and of course if you haven't already, please subscribe. We're past 1,000 subscribers, aiming for 2,000, and yeah, sky's the limit. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.